Last night at the Hog's Bog Tavern, several cooks fixed excellent meals and matched them with good drinks. The cooks were Adam Grenswold, Billy Cultpepper, Cindy Mildstorm, Dorey Underhill, and Egmat Boarheart. Between the five of them, they prepared bacon-wrapped sausage, baked ham, corned beef, monster stew, and salted salmon, although not necessarily in that order. Each dish prominently featured a particular spice, either cloves, fennel, garlic, mustard seed, or rosemary, and was paired with a drink that was selected to complement the dish: Dragonbite Bitter, Dwarfhead Stout, Frostwine, Golden Light, and Pulsch Brown Ale. Based on the clues given below, can you figure out which cook fixed which dish featured which spice, and what drink was selected to complement which dish? Number 1. The dish made from salted salmon took a long time to prepare, mainly because it took a long time to soak and rinse the salt out. But after baking it in cheese and fresh rosemary, it was delightfully complemented by the Frostwine. Number 2. Egmat Boarheart wouldn't say what kind of a monster he'd stewed, but he did mention that garlic was the main spice. Number 3. Adam Grenswold flavored his dish with a sauce he'd prepared from powdered mustard seeds. He did not pick the Dwarfhead Stout to go along with the dish he cooked. Number 4. Dorey Underhill chose to pair his meal with Pulsch Brown Ale because he felt that the Dwarfhead Stout would overwhelm the flavors. Number 5. Cindy Mildstorm decided that Golden Light would be the best drink to accompany her dish. Number 6. The baked ham was traditionally spiced and cut with dried cloves. The corned beef was not spiced with fennel. The dish spiced with fennel was not paired with the Golden Light. To use the worksheet, mark a cell with a dot if you find a positive correlation between one of the things along the left edge and one of the things across the top. For example, you could tell from clue number 1 that the salted salmon has a positive correlation with the rosemary. Therefore, you place a dot in the cell that associates rosemary on the left with salted salmon across the top. Once you find a positive correlation, you can mark off 4 associated negative correlations along each axis. For example, if you have a dot in a cell for rosemary and salted salmon, you could place an X in each of the following cells: cloves and salted salmon, fennel and salted salmon, garlic and salted salmon, mustard seed and salted salmon, rosemary and bacon wrapped sausage, rosemary and baked ham, rosemary and corned beef, and finally, rosemary and monster stew. If you can establish 4 negative correlations in a group along one axis, you have proven that the 5th cell in that group is a positive correlation. As above, if you mark a positive correlation with a dot in the cell, mark a negative correlation along the other axis with an X.